Welcome back. I am going to start my 2018 flip through, and I'm so excited because I've finished an entire year of bullet journaling and I have found a new hobby that I love, and yeah, so I'm gonna show you what my 2018 bullet journal looks like. So this was the beginning, and I started this I believe I started in February. I had another bullet journal at the very beginning. Let me see if I can get and show you that. So I had this bullet journal at the beginning of 2018, and I kind of did a setup with it, but I didn't love the paper. The paper was very thin, and I felt like any kind of art, like watercolors that I wanted to do in here, would not work very well. So even though I did set it up, so I migrated to this journal in February. And my verse I chose for the year of 2018 was, I will not relax my hold on you. And I forget where this is found, but it is in the Amplified Bible, the Amplified version. And that's what I read, and I love that version of the Bible. So this was just my year at a glance, and I did a little bit of watercolor in here. This year I found I enjoy doing the watercolors. So my power verses, I write down verses every month, and then I will pick out a couple of verses from each month to put in here, and it's missing a few months, and I'm gonna have to do that before 2018 ends, but I've still got December. So here is my future log. Again, I really loved doing watercolor in the bullet journal, and the Dingbats bullet journal holds the watercolor pretty well. It's not watercolor paper, but you can definitely go light on the water and it works pretty well. So for birthdays, I kind of forgot to do the last 3 months when I created it, so that was a problem. And then gift ideas I kind of used, but not really. So I don't know if I'll do that next year. These are my goals for 2018. So I'm doing Goodreads every year. I do a challenge this year. Last year I did meet my challenge. This year I have not done that great. I watercolored in these books when I finished them, but actually these few here I have not actually finished yet, but I went ahead and watercolored them in to make it look pretty. To do, I found this spread. I cannot remember the name, but I will put a link to anyone that any spreads that I did not come up with my own. I'll put a link to the people that I first saw the spreads on. So in 2018, this year, I got to do some traveling. I went to Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Bali, Thailand. I'm going to Chicago, and I thought I was going to get to go to New York in December, and I don't think that's going to happen, but I wrote it down anyway. And I went to Houston, and I wrote down Chicago again accidentally. Didn't realize I'd written it up there, so yeah. Makes it look like I went more places than I actually did. And there's just a few pictures from my traveling this year. And I made this yummy latte. Okay, so video ideas, blog ideas, I didn't quite use this. I will probably still put this in my next bullet journal because I think it's just good to have a lot of space to be able to write down ideas. And I normally come up with more, and for some reason did not do that this year. A year in pixels, I'm lacking a few months, but I thought it was fun to do. I don't know if I'll do that in my next bullet journal. I'm not sure I'm going to do the mood tracker in 2019, because I used it, but I'm just not sure it's a great use of my time. We'll see. Again, here's just some pictures from my travels this year in Bali. Okay, so my first spread, January. I didn't actually finish this spread because January had already passed when I started this bullet journal. And I started when I started my bullet journal, I wanted to do one page for the beginning of the month and have a blank page here. And when I finished the bullet journal, I went back and looked and I didn't like this blank space here. So I just, for the blank spaces, I put a sticker and a quote. And I felt like, yeah, it's fine for now. So this was January. Here is February. I was really into hearts and flowers at this beginning because I love to draw, but I really don't know what I'm doing. So little doodles were perfect for me. These little flowers and jars are really easy to draw. So I have my verses, and every month I'll have verses that I write down. My habit tracker and goals. And then my mood tracker for each month is the same type of circular mood tracker, and then I will draw a picture inside. Really like how they look. I want to do more, I want to track my expenses more in my bullet journal next year. I didn't quite stick to this. I did it, I think, the first couple of months and then just didn't have it in there for space reasons, but I want to try to do that again. A video planner, February calendar, then my weekly spreads. This one was not used that much. And then at the end of every month, I'm doing a little creative collage, I guess you could call it. Here's March. And for this month, I chose this verse, that the power of Christ may pitch a teepee over and dwell upon me. Here's my expenses. That obviously looks really pretty, but I did not use at all. This is one of my favorite calendars for the whole year. Doing this kind of hexagon. Actually, this is an octagon. This is one of my favorite spreads for the whole year. In April, for April I used more watercolors, and I thought I was going to do watercolors the whole year, and really mostly did them in April, but hopefully next year I'll do more watercolors. Here's my verses, and then I just kind of had this page with the honeycomb pattern, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so I wrote some verses on it. I actually really love this spread. I think it's one of the prettiest that I did, I think because of all the colors, but I originally just did the honeycomb pattern and I didn't color them in, and then later I was looking at it and I thought, oh, it'd be kind of fun to color them in, so yeah, did that. April calendar, I did a lot of traveling throughout March and April. It's really fun time of the year for me. Rest of the year, been paying for that trip, so have not gone anywhere since that trip. Where there is light, everything is visible and clear. So I really like this verse. I feel like at the time I read it, there were some things that I felt like God wanted to uncover in my life. And so when things are hidden in your heart, in your life, it's like darkness. But what this verse is saying is when those things are brought to light, things become visible and clear. And so you don't have to fear being found out or God bringing things out of your life that should not be there, because when there's light on your life and the light on those things, then your life is going to be visible and clear. Your heart will be visible and clear. And I don't know, I just loved that verse because it really spoke to me at that time. So for this, I started doing a future diary, which I didn't continue throughout the whole year, but I chose some I chose some words for each week, and then just kind of prayed over each week of the month. I might do that again, not sure. Here's May. I think May was my least favorite spread, but I did it while I was traveling, so it was a little bit rushed, I guess. And one of my favorite quotes is, "The world is a book, and those who don't travel read only one page." So yeah, my handwriting, didn't love this spread. I did like this doodle here. I liked the washi my friend Brooke gave me while I was in Malaysia. And June, my birthday month. And so this is when I stopped doing the white page, or the blank page. This is when I stopped doing the blank page next to the cover page for each month. And I kind of like, I like not wasting the pages now. So, verses in my thought life. And the thought life is just I write down if I'm having any negative thoughts, I write them down and then come up with something positive. Kind of like this spread. Turned out okay. Again, I did the octagon calendar. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons and daughters of God. Another good verse. And a weekly view. Ooh, I really liked this spread. I didn't use it very often, just this once I think, but I'll put a link to the person who came up with this one. It's a good spread. So July, I did these little llama characters, and I really like how this turned out. I absolutely love my Tombow brush pens. I use them throughout the whole year, and they make it colorful and easy to come up with color schemes that are pretty. But I loved this spread. So my mood tracker, and then a habit tracker here, and then on the other side, have this verse: "You will not let your feet fail." And then verses became half a page, and thoughts, just my positive thoughts I'm writing down, but I only did that in this 1 month, I think, because I realized I do need a whole page for verses. I was supposed to go on a beach trip in July, and I got sick and could not go. That was sad. But I still wrote down that I went on the beach trip, so looks like I had fun. Okay, every day is a gift. Such a good quote. I'm working on my calligraphy. Still needs work, and I'm drawing every day, even if it's bad, because a lot of times it is. One of my favorite spreads of the whole year. I found a watercolor picture on Pinterest, and I kind of adapted it and I changed it a little bit and used Tombow brush pens for it, but I really liked how it turned out. My verses and thought life. I like this little picture of these flowers here. And then I tried a new monthly spread with the habit tracker on the monthly spread. I like how that turned out. I think I'd do it one more time. Weekly view. And September. I thought September was going to turn out a little bit better than this, and for some reason I didn't end up loving it. I almost didn't even put the video of it on YouTube, but ended up doing it anyway, and it's okay. I thought using just green and purple would be fun for the color scheme, but I'm not sure, but I really love it. I did the habit tracker with the monthly calendar. Okay, so throughout the year I had these two little cactus plants, and they look like this, and I did little stop motion animation with them crossing the page, and that was kind of my thing for a while. I think I stopped doing that. It's my September creative spread. I'm not sure. This just sort of happened, and I couldn't stop, and then when I finished I was like, ugh, too much pink. So October, yay, we're in October. Pumpkins and kitties. verses and my thought life. Did a mini chore tracker down here with my goals for the month and a smaller monthly calendar. I think I came up with this one, but I'm not sure. The spread. It's almost too much on a page for me, but and then my weekly spreads for October. I kind of like the simplicity of these spreads. He who keeps me will not slumber. I really believe that. I think when I did this spread, I thought it looked good, but right when I'm looking at it now, it just looks really busy. I'm trying to get better at doing the collages and the creative spreads. Something I've been practicing at. November, I really liked how it turned out. Got the leaves that look like they're being blown across the page. Wrote down highlights. I was trying to do like no color in this spread, but I ended up putting color in there. So just my colors were very neutral gray, brown, and black. But then, oh, my mood tracker. Here we have some color, and I actually think this turned out really cool with just the neutral colors and then the splash of color here. Looks nice. Here's my calendar for November. The weekly view. And then I did some weekly views for just one page each. And then here I feel like my collages are getting a little bit more, I don't know, they make more sense. Still working on my calligraphy skills. And here we are in December. And I haven't filled out December yet because I'm filming this in November because I wanted to go ahead and do my 2018 flip through. But I think overall, December and maybe August are my favorite spreads, along with July and the llamas. So I like drawing little characters. But so I have my winter list here. Hopefully I'm going to get to do these things in December. My verses and thought life. This watercolor is from, I believe it's Prima Art, and it's just a sparkly watercolor. It's fun. Got my mood tracker, habit tracker. Christmas time, and one of my viewers pointed out that I did not spell Christmas correct, which is true. I spelled Christmas time. So yeah, I didn't notice that till she said that, so yay. And then this is a fun quote from Jane Austen. I sincerely hope your Christmas may abound in the gaieties which the season generally brings. And then I have some gift ideas here. I've started putting pictures now in my bullet journal, so 2019, a lot more pictures are going to be in there. I've written down a few things here that I'm going to do. And I really love how this weekly spread turned out. And I didn't love how this one turned out. I'm almost thinking I might cover it with something else, but I wanted to do some watercolors, and it looked different in my head, so then it turned out, but Merry Christmas anyway. And then I have, this is blank, but I'm gonna do a journal here. So yeah, it's not completely done, but I'll do my creative journal here. And then goodbye 2018, and I wrote just kind of like a reflection of 2018 here. A little friend saying hello 2019. And at the end I did some doodles. I did a 36 bullet journal doodles video. That's somewhere on my YouTube channel if you want to watch that. And that is it. That is my bullet journal for 2018. I can't believe it's done. Can't believe it's over. I am so super excited about starting a new bullet journal. So, goodbye 2018, hello 2019, and I'm going to show you what I'm having trouble picking out. So one is this one here, it's a moleskin. And I really wanted to try just the checkered bullet journal. Oh, it's not really bullet journal, is it? Because there's no bullets. But I wanted to try doing my bullet journal with the checkered. So I thought white would be really, really pretty. But I really fell in love with the copper. Oops. Can I get it? Can I show it to you? I don't know. I really fell in love with this copper. Or is it bronze? I don't know. I don't know what color it is. Oh no, it's copper. I'm right. I fell in love with this copper bullet journal from Leuchtturm. So this is probably going to be my 2019 bullet journal. I like how the pages are numbered. Now the pages are super thin, so I don't think I'll be able to do as much watercolor in there, but probably going to start just doing some watercoloring on watercolor paper and then pasting it in, because I've seen some other bullet journal gals do that. So this is it, and maybe I will do a bullet journal comparison video, what do you call them, review video, I don't know, because I have quite a few bullet journals now. And my art journal, all of that I started, this is going to be like more of a creative art journal. So it is a bullet journal, but it the pages are super thick. I think it's like 200 and something GSM, so you can do lots of watercolor and paint in there, and it's amazing. So I have this one, and then I'm also doing my minimalist bullet journal, and this is an Erin Condren bullet journal. So I have these bullet journals, 5, that I think I should do, I don't know, a review of each of the journals and a comparison. I don't know, what do you think? Would anyone like to see that kind of video? So that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas and New Year's Eve, and hope you enjoy your time with family and friends, and I will see you in 2019. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!